Fans claim V was excluded. J-Hope's sister makes a few confessions. Jin posts a response on Weverse, and RM gets honest and says he wants to be completely free. Watch till the end to find out more. J-Hope's sister makes a few confessions. A recent video featuring Jiwoo, the older sister of BTS member J-Hope, has become very popular online. The video was first put up 2 years ago. In it, Jiwoo talks about what it was like to study in another country. While she was away, she stayed with family members but still felt alone and missed home a lot because her cousins couldn't speak Korean. Jiwoo gives advice to anyone feeling lonely. She says to write in a diary. She explains that writing can help when you feel like there's no one to talk to. She stressed the importance of keeping going, especially in choices you make yourself, like her choice to study in a different country to learn a new language. Jiwoo believes that facing tough times helps you grow and learn things that make you special. Many people who watched the video really admired how strong Jiwoo was in dealing with tough times. She mentioned that this strength is something her family all share, which helps them get through hard situations and reach their goals. Part of her story is about being the first Korean exchange student at her high school in Texas. During this time, her mom pushed her to use only English at home to help her learn the language better, even telling her not to call if she was going to speak Korean. Jiwoo's story shows how important it is to keep going and stay strong, something she thinks is a big part of what makes her family successful. RM opens up about his life in the military. RM recently wrote a letter to his fans on Weverse and Instagram stories. He talked about what it's been like for him since he started his military service almost a year ago. RM shared how strange it feels that time has flown by so quickly, and now it's already December with winter fully here. In his letter, RM said that this Christmas would be different because he can't be with his fans. He wants to still feel close to them through his new documentary. He hopes this film will help his fans feel like he's still with them during the holiday season. RM also mentioned how he keeps in touch with the other BTS members. Even though they're not together all the time, their talks make them feel even closer. It seems like they understand each other more now, even with everyone doing different things. In his message, RM talked about how much he misses his fans and is looking forward to the day he can see them again after his military service is over. He's thinking a lot about the future, especially the year 2025, and he wants it to be a special time. He ended his letter by telling armies to stay healthy and get through the cold winter. He thanked them for all the love they've given him while he's been away. RM asked everyone to take good care of themselves until they can meet again. Fans really felt touched by RM's letter. They loved how he writes so beautifully and from the heart, which they think is his way of showing love. V also added his own message, supporting RM and sharing similar feelings. Is Jungkook being treated unequally? On December 6th, Big Hit Music announced that BTS's Jimin was featured on the cover of Spotify's Top Track and Artist 2024 Korea lists, and this news got a lot of people talking online. While many fans were excited and happy for Jimin, others felt upset because they thought the company was not giving enough attention to Jungkook and his achievements on Spotify. Fans were really frustrated because Jungkook had been the most streamed K-pop solo artist on Spotify for 3 straight years. They felt that Big Hit Music and HYBE were not celebrating Jungkook's success enough. Some fans were so upset that they even asked for changes in the company's social media team and claimed that the company was ignoring Jungkook's accomplishments on purpose. Jungkook didn't just do well on Spotify. He was also the top solo K-pop artist on other big music streaming platforms like Apple Music and YouTube Music. But despite all these big achievements, fans noticed that Big Hit Music wasn't talking much about Jungkook on their social media, which made them even more disappointed. This situation led to a bigger discussion about how the company promotes and represents its artists. Some fans felt that the company was focusing too much on certain successes and not enough on others, especially when it comes to how famous Jungkook is all over the world compared to the attention given to achievements just in South Korea. The conversation included comments from fans that really showed how much they think Jungkook deserves to be recognized more for his great performance on different music streaming services, not just Spotify. They wanted the company to treat all artists fairly and recognize each of their successes equally, showing strong support for Jungkook and asking for fair treatment in how the company shares news and updates about him. Fans claim V was excluded. Recently, many fans of BTS's V have raised concerns that Big Hit Music isn't treating him fairly. This issue started after a report on December 4th, which talked about the achievements of other BTS members like Jin, Jimin, Jungkook, and RM in international music charts, but didn't mention anything about V's solo music projects in 2024. The article, posted on Big Hit Music's X page, celebrated Jin, Jimin, and Jungkook's successes on Billboard, and mentioned RM's second album being ranked 88th on Rolling Stone's The 100 Best Albums of 2024. However, it left out V's music releases in 2024, even though his singles also got a lot of attention. Fans quickly responded to this oversight, with some suggesting that the company might be intentionally ignoring V's recent solo successes. Many fans shared their disappointment on social media, accusing Big Hit Music of favoritism and neglect. Some even wondered if V was still considered a part of BTS by the agency, noting several instances where his achievements were not highlighted like the other members. One fan criticized the company for recognizing an older song by another member, while ignoring a song V released in the same year. Others pointed out how the company promoted projects from 2023 for other members but did not do the same for V's singles. This led some fans to believe that Big Hit Music might be purposely leaving out V's achievements to get a reaction from the fans. One fan mentioned that forgetting once could be a mistake, but doing it repeatedly seems like a purposeful action to grab attention. In the middle of all the upset, a few fans tried to explain that the article was only talking about album achievements on Billboard, not singles, which were what V released in 2024. Others tried to calm the situation by saying the article was just a regular update on the current standings of BTS members on various Billboard charts, and wasn't meant to cover all their ongoing projects. Despite these explanations, many of V's fans are still upset and feel he deserves to be recognized and treated fairly by Big Hit Music, just like the other members of BTS. BTS's agency, like any large entertainment company, faces the challenging task of managing multiple artists simultaneously, each with their unique career paths and fan expectations. Given the individual activities and the diverse interests of each member of BTS, it's practically difficult for the agency to spotlight all members equally at all times. This can sometimes lead to perceptions of unequal treatment among fans. However, it's important to consider the broader strategy that might be at play, including scheduling and long-term planning that balances each member's activities and public visibility. Jumping to conclusions about favoritism or neglect can overlook the complexities involved in managing a global phenomenon like BTS, where strategic decisions are made with the group's collective and individual interests in mind. Jin posts a response on Weverse. December 4th is a special day for BTS fans all around the world as it's Jin's 32nd birthday. Jin celebrated by posting a message and a photo on Weverse. He thanked everyone who wished him a happy birthday and reminded them to stay warm now that it's getting colder. The picture Jin shared showed his house looking very festive with holiday decorations. There was a big plush toy of his BT21 character, RJ, holding a pink microphone, which is something Jin is known for. All these decorations show Jin's unique style and how he likes to make his home cozy and fun. Fans really loved this. They went online to talk about how much they liked the decorations and how cozy Jin's house looked. They said the decorations were very cute and really showed what Jin is like as a person. Some fans were even surprised at how normal and relatable Jin seemed, just like someone they might know. BTS members have a tradition of talking to their fans on their birthdays, sharing messages, photos, or even doing live videos. This tradition has helped the band become really close with their fans. Even though the BTS members have started serving in the military since 2022, which means they can't talk to fans as often, Jin's message was a nice reminder of the strong connection they have. Throughout the day, fans kept sending good wishes to Jin and hoped he might do a live chat on Weverse to talk more about his day, or even show them his birthday cake. Everyone is really excited about possibly getting to see more from Jin on his birthday, making it a fun and special day for fans everywhere. Rapper Sleepy reveals RM's wedding gift. On the SBS reality show Same Bed, Different Dreams 2, You Are My Destiny, which aired on December 2nd, the South Korean rapper Sleepy talked about his life and how his friends have helped him out in big ways. During the episode, he shared a story about his friendship with RM, who he first met when RM was just a middle school student. Sleepy explained that RM gave him a very generous wedding gift of around $7,000. This money was a big help for Sleepy and his wife in setting up their apartment in Seoul, where they've lived for 3 years. They were really thankful for this gift because it helped them complete their master bedroom. He also talked about how he introduced RM to Big Hit. This introduction helped RM start his career with BTS, who are now known all over the world. Sleepy joked that because RM helped pay for their apartment, one of the rooms practically belongs to RM. Sleepy didn't forget to mention the help he got from other famous people too. Celebrities like Kim Gu-ra, Seo Jung-hoon, and Lee Hyun also gave them money, which helped set up different parts of their apartment. Plus, his wife was able to get a youth loan because she was still 33, which helped them pay the initial money needed for their apartment. This episode gave viewers a look into Sleepy and his wife's life, showing how important friendships and connections can be in the entertainment industry. It also highlighted how generous RM is, helping out a friend in such a big way. NewJeans leaving HYBE could kill the K-pop industry. This week, two big groups that work with K-pop music, the Korea Management Federation, KMF, and the Korea Entertainment Producers Association, KPA, have openly criticized the girl group NewJeans for deciding to end their contract with their management company, Ador. They think this move could hurt the trust people have in the K-pop industry. KPA released a statement last Friday saying that NewJeans ending their contract could really hurt the Korean pop culture and entertainment industry. They talked about how management companies spend a lot of time and money to help artists grow and become better, and how all this work is based on trust and working together. KPA is worried that NewJeans' actions could make people trust the industry less and make fewer people want to invest money in K-pop. KMF also shared their worries about the situation. They said it could be bad if artists start ending contracts on their own after disagreements. They emphasized how important it is for artists and management companies to work together to help the artists reach their full potential. KMF really wants NewJeans to think over their decision and talk things out with their management company to fix the issue peacefully. They warned that not solving these kinds of problems could hurt the whole K-pop industry. KPA, which was set up in 1992, is the oldest group of K-pop agencies and companies that make music in Korea, with around 400 member companies. KMF, which started in 2016, also has a big role in the industry and represents 350 companies that manage entertainers. Both groups usually support management companies when there are disagreements with artists, like last year with the girl group 50/50 and their agency, Attract. The comments from KPA and KMF highlight the ongoing issues between artists wanting to make their own decisions and the companies that manage them. This is a big topic in the K-pop world, discussing what rights artists should have and what responsibilities the companies have. Jin faces difficulties. On a recent episode of the variety show Run Jin, BTS's Jin hung out with 3 famous comedians. They all came together for a fun day filled with games and lots of laughs. One of the funniest parts was during an arm wrestling match and another strength game. The show started with everyone saying hello in a friendly way, and then they jumped right into an arm wrestling competition. Jin first went up against Yoo Min-sang in arm wrestling and won, setting up an even more exciting match against Kim Min-kyung. Min-kyung is known for being really strong, and the show had talked a lot about how strong she was before the game started. When Jin and Min-kyung started arm wrestling, it was clear right away that both were very determined and strong. Min-kyung showed off her competitive side and ended up winning, which really impressed everyone watching. After arm wrestling, there was another game where Jin and Min-kyung competed again. This game started off evenly, but then Min-kyung barely touched Jin and he fell over, which made everyone else pretend to be shocked and scared. The comedians, including Min-sang, made jokes about the fall, saying things like they should call the police because the push was so strong it was like a car crash. Jin joked that he clenched his teeth so hard when he fell that it felt like he really was in a crash, showing just how intense the moment was. Even Min-kyung was surprised by how strong she was. The whole episode was really fun and full of light moments that made everyone laugh. The way the comedians and Jin interacted after the fall was especially funny, making it a part of the show that everyone will remember. RM gets honest and says he wants to be completely free. Kim Namjoon is loved not only for his music, but also for how openly he talks with his fans. RM is known for being very honest and sometimes even surprises his fans with unexpected news. This honesty has made him a standout figure both as a musician and as a public figure. In December 2024, RM released a documentary called RM Right People, Wrong Place, which tells the story of how he made his second solo album, Right Place, Wrong Person. This album came out in May and got a lot of praise from critics. The documentary was first shown in October at the Busan International Film Festival. In this project, RM, who was 30 years old at the time, shared even more about his personal thoughts and feelings than before. During a talk with People magazine, RM went into detail about the personal nature of his new music and documentary. He talked about how hard it can be to share everything about himself, but said he really wants to tell his full story and be true to who he is. He also mentioned how this connects to BTS's Love Yourself album series, which tells people that being honest with yourself is a key part of loving yourself. The release of his album and documentary was timed perfectly during a break that BTS announced in June 2022. This break was so that all the members could work on their own projects and do their required military service in South Korea. RM started his military service in December 2023. This time away from the group gave RM a chance to think about who he is on his own, which was different from his busy life with BTS. RM's move into making music on his own and his open sharing about his personal thoughts show how he has grown as an artist. He really works hard to connect with his fans in a personal way, not just through his music but also in how he talks and acts in public. His documentary and album let his fans see more of his personal side, showing how deeply he thinks and how sincere he is in his music and life. Unlike other films made by his bandmates, RM's documentary doesn't include live performances because it was made after he started his military service. Instead, this film gives a close look at RM's personal and creative life as he tries out new types of music and works closely with other musicians and producers, like his main collaborator, creative director San Yeon. In the documentary, RM tries different sounds and a much slower style than the fast-paced life he's used to from his 10 years with BTS. He talks about enjoying this chance to just go with the flow and be free, which he hasn't really done before. He jokes about being known for his highs and lows and says being the leader of BTS has helped him try to keep a good balance, even though he often feels lots of ups and downs. While working on his own music, RM still thinks a lot about BTS and their future together, especially about what will happen when they get back together in 2025. He believes that being open and free in his solo work will help the whole group when they start making music together again. RM also thinks about what he's learned from being free and having tough times, like how important it is to try new things to really understand them. This is a big idea in his career, where he has learned a lot about himself. When he first started, RM was called Rap Monster, but now he thinks his name could also mean Real Me because it shows all the different sides of him. A rapper, a singer, a songwriter, a person who helps others, someone who collects art, a leader, and sometimes just a guy who likes to wander and think. Towards the end of the film, RM shares a deep thought saying, "It feels like I'm being my true self for the first time in a while." This shows a big moment for him, feeling like he's really showing who he is. The documentary does more than just show RM making music. It lets us see how his experiences alone and with BTS have helped him grow and express himself. It offers a special look into what makes him one of the most impactful artists in K-pop, sharing how he has navigated both great successes and tough challenges to keep making art that is true to himself.